So what's up? We're back here at Local Customs. We're going to pick up a Model T. My buddy just called me and said he bought one. He needed help picking it up, so we got our trailer with the winch and everything. We're gonna go pick this bad boy up and see what kind of work it needs and get it going for him. What accent got it?
It's got a Jaguar.
Jaguar, chromed.
Oh, old school.
Wow. I put one of those in a one of these the tees, but no top on it. You know, the turtleneck tee. Yeah.
I like this one because it ain't chopped. It's all metal.
Yeah, we built one and we sent it to Hawaii.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a cool one. We painted it black.
Oh, that worked.
You gotta chop the top on it, dude.
Nah, he said he can't get it off with his hat off. I said, well, it ain't Jimmy D then.
No, I ain't chopping that one. One or two sheets before we fish out. Right the old way.
Letting you go ahead because I don't know where the hell I'm going. Here comes the rain.
Huh?
Here comes the rain.
I know it.
You want me to do something?
Did you ask us about that?
Is it okay if we push it in? Push it forward?
Yeah.
Might never get it running, but hey, what the heck? It's weird the way they got transmission hooked up, huh?
Yeah, it is. The tranny hooked up on the accelerator.
Yeah. Yeah. The top is good.
What's that?
The top's good.
Yeah. I was just looking at this, the way they did this.
Yeah.
I don't like that a lot, but
You don't like it?
nah.
But it's just like a sun visor.
No. They're usually in metal. I've never seen anybody cover them.
I know, that ain't good. That's what I say. I ain't never seen it either.
That's a nice little car. Yeah. They got an adapter on the transmission?
I don't know. I think you could change the bell houses on them to make them do that. That's why.
Hey, boys. Jesse, lean on it.
How's it steer?
Feels okay.
This thing, it must not have much of a frame under it because when it's coming off the trailer, the whole top and the body where the windows are at are doing this. Coming down the ramps.
Really?
Yeah, the body's flexing.
So it flex if you got on it.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Different. Like I said, I've always wanted one, and I wanted a steel one. I didn't want a fiberglass one. I found this one.
That's a cute little car.
It is. You can lay it over. Oh, it's got stains there too, but it don't matter. Lay it over to shoot. Let's take it off. Huh?
I hate to put them on top of
I
it.
do too. Let's just take it off. Ready?
No, stuck up. So they just dumped that motor in there. They ain't never had it fired.
No.
Wow.
It's new.
Is the exhaust hooked up?
I don't know.
It looks like it might be.
Yeah, it's hooked up. It's got the fuel line hooked up too. This I got it.
Just sitting there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a new motor.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got roller rockers, everything.
How long ago?
I can't. Since he brought it out here, Vegas, you know.
Looks like they just dumped this in here. It's not been fired.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no wires. It's not wired. Nothing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a brand new motor and stuff. I don't know.
Rockers ain't adjusted.
Yeah, it don't look like they've been fired in the bow covers anyway.
It don't look like a new motor, I don't think.
I don't think it is either.
Just a motor they threw in there.
All right, a small block Chevy look good, eh?
Sure would. And they look good and everything.
Yes, they do.
This thing is tiny.
Something back there?
That's
Oh, that
Mine's in the
That's
worst car, but
transmission.
I'm
I was trying to put it inside the valve cover. That's what I was trying to do.
I don't think we're both gonna fit in here, Jimmy.
Huh?
I don't think we're both gonna fit in here.
Oh, man. Me and my girlfriend won't fit. I'll tell Marilyn.
This thing is
Window roll all the way down? Yeah, it does, don't it?
yeah. It does.
How's the frame? How's everything look under there?
It's a tiny frame.
I need to see.
The frame's this big, Bob.
I gotta look under there.
It's this big.
Yeah?
It's tiny. And the back neck's down even more. Oh my god, this frame is nothing. I think I'd be scared to put any power to this thing.
That's the original frame, I think.
I don't know. That no wonder I seen it. It was
That's
flexing.
the original frame.
It was flexing hardcore coming off
Yeah.
the trailer.
Yeah, that's the original frame.
Well, there won't be a...
That's not a 350. That's a C4.
Jeez, that's horrible.
They don't even have a cross member on the front of this fucking thing.
I'm telling you, when it's coming off the trailer, the whole top and the window frame's flexing
Yeah,
hardcore.
that's the original frame.
That's why I was like, jeez.
Yeah.
If you put power to this thing, it's gonna twist
That
up.
frame is- That frame is cute. That's Jaguar. Is it?
Yeah, it's a Jag rear end.
Yeah, they put the Jag slave cylinder for the brakes.
Oh, did they?
And then the booster that goes to the side of it.
Uh-huh.
And this is dangerous. They got a brake rod to this master that's about 18 inches long, Jimmy.
Really?
Yeah, the brake rod that goes to the master cylinder is about 18 inches long.
That makes sense because when I went inside and stepped on the brake, it feels really funny.
That's dangerous.
What the hell is that, an Uga horn? I guess it is.
They got a big Uga horn here.
So when you hit that, it goes backwards. Oh, bang!
I wouldn't trust any power of that joint, would you, Bob?
No, you twist this thing right in half. This thing would twist with some power on it.
A Model A frame is a lot thicker than this frame.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah, well, this is a 26, so it's a
Yeah.
little older.
Yeah, it's like nothing under there. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
So this paint popped down to the metal.
I know it.
So they must not have used a good etching primer.
I know it. I've seen that. It says, holy shit, look at that.
This popped right down to the metal, bare metal.
Strip this thing, but just stand here prying.
Pressure wash it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's it look like in the trunk?
Those are Model A tail lights.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, they got everything rammed in here, huh?
Yeah.
What's behind the seat? Is there storage there?
Oh, yeah, you know what? That might be the gas tank.
Gas tank, yeah.
I think it is. Got that behind it.
Yeah, probably tanks in there.
Yeah, these-
Oh, they even chromed the door jamb. Look at that.
yeah, no.
Did they chrome that side too?
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
It's pretty neat, I think.
Yeah, it's cool.
What's on there? Can't see it.
I can't see it.
It's a-
No, is that an
Perfect.
For me. What can I say? What can I say?
Have you sit in here, Jimmy?
Yeah.
You fit in there all right?
The way they put them on some of these tees, the way they put the column straight up, the original one.
Yeah.
That's
Straight up and down.
oof.
I didn't like that. No.
But
That breaks right where your foot needs to be, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
let me let it down.
Yeah, let it down. I want to sit in it.
Watch up. Cool little car. It's awkward. Huh?
That ain't horrible.
Where are we going, Sam?
We'd be kissing cousins.
Hit the brake, Bob. Feels funny, huh?
We ain't got none for
It
sure.
ain't had no.
Fluid in it.
Ain't got no juice. It'll go. The seal stuff.
There we go.
I love the way
There
they
you go.
do that.
Hey, look at it. It's all chrome.
Yeah.
Got you a wiper here, Jimmy. It's an electric one.
Pull it.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it's
is?
electric?
Yeah.
Oh.
Doors open good, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Don't tear this bugger up getting out of here.
Look at this so they can fit. They can fit it between the frames.
What did you put a real shorty on there?
Yeah.
All right, buddy, we'll get out of here.
All right. Well, thank y'all.
You got it. You got it.
Is that enough money for gas?
Man, I don't want this money, Jimmy.
Dad, if you pull it out, I'm going to burn it up. That's all it is.
Don't mess with me. Hey, don't mess with me.
Give it to you. Here, you take it. Go buy your beer. We're all gonna do it.
We're all gonna shit out of you, Jimmy.
All at the same time.
We're all gonna shit out of
You
you.
can't do it fair because you ain't fair to run together. They beat you. Is it? Here.
No, I don't want it, buddy.
It ain't like-
Help you, Jimmy. Come on.
Come on, man.
No,
You'll insult me.
no. That's no insult.
Well, how about we go to breakfast one more night?
Sounds good. I love breakfast.
All right, we'll see y'all there. Thank you very much.
So here we are, we're back. We're working on this 1926 Model T. Belongs to a friend of mine, Jimmy. We picked it up for him a couple weeks ago. We're putting a different motor in it. The motor that was in it was no good, so we're going to put a motor in it, and we got to do a bunch of other work to it and get it running and driving. Cut.
Wait. Let's actually over here. Am I gonna hit
Is
the
that going to
headlight?
go in between?
Yes.
Come on,
Am I gonna hit the headlight?
come on. So what we're going to do is, this thing is built probably 25 years ago, and it's not really comfortable to sit in or drive. The steering column is straight up and down where your feet go. The emergency brake was right here where your left foot goes. The brake is, they got this throttle linkage, which is the original throttle linkage. They've got it hooked to the transmission. It hits the brake pedal, and the brake pedal is 30 feet away from the firewall, and this floor, they just had a piece of sheet metal over it, so it wasn't really sealed, but you can't really move your feet and maneuver to drive this car in here. So we're going to take all the steering out, the brakes out, emergency brake out. We're going to put a different column in it, run it forward so that it's comfortable. We're going to take the seat out and move the seat backwards so that it's you got more room in here to sit back and be comfortable rather than be crammed up. Cut.
The motor in the backyard.
Okay. You in there?
Too chatty, man.
I think we're about there. Are we lined up? You want to see if the flywheel's lined up?
Yeah, let me get under there. Right. Where we at? Pull it out just a little bit. Okay. Don't move nothing.
Okay.
My fingies in there.
Okay, I'm gonna lean it back. Is there alignment pins in the block? You need to go to the passenger side a little bit.
Should be good to let it go. I got them all the way in. I just want to just snug them just a little bit.
It's not gonna move?
No. All right, y'all, I'm getting interviewed. I have a little 1988 Ford Country Squire wagon I bought from a little yard sale one day. And this guy needed a motor and it had a 5.0 in it, so here we are putting it in. So this motor, it had a electronic fuel injection on it out of that wagon, so I put the carbureted manifold and stuff on it, making it old school simple.
Okay, so we're working on this Model T. What we did is we took all the brakes, the steering, everything out because there's no foot room in there. You can't put your feet down and drive it. You'd be in an accident. So what we're doing is we're putting a new master cylinder up here. We're going to put a swinging pedal in it, and we're going to put the steering column through the firewall, put a rack on it, and get it plumbed up and ready to go. So what we're doing is we're drilling a hole so that our master cylinder will go through the firewall. So I'm going to drill a pilot hole, and then I'm going to put my knockout in there and pop that sheet metal out, and we can start fabricating mount for the brake booster or the master cylinder. Thread that on there. So this is a hydraulic sheet metal knockout. So we're just going to punch a hole in this so that our master cylinder will fit through the firewall here. That's it. Just makes a nice clean hole, and the master cylinder will fit through the firewall. And we'll get it mounted up, build some brackets, and then we'll plumb it up. Happy Halloween! How am I looking on film today? So what we did was we took out the steering column, the brakes, the emergency brake, the floor. We made a new floor pan. We put a new steering column in it, and we put a swinging brake pedal. We showed you mounting the master cylinder on the firewall last time, so now we've got the pedal swinging. We've got a gear shifter made. So what we did was we used the brake pedal out of the car that we took the motor out of, made a swinging brake pedal. It took to the master. It's all ready. It's not plumbed up. Steering column is mocked up. We need to still build the shaft that goes to the rack and pinion, but right now what we're doing is we're going to mount the rack and pinion underneath here because it had a Vega type steering box with a big long drag link that was rubbing on everything. So we're going to put the Mustang 2 rack and pinion in here. So that's what we're doing now, is working on the mounts. If you look here, we had a link going from side to side and the drag link going back to the Vega box, but now we got a Mustang 2 rack in here, just kind of mocked up in place. So I built a mounting system for it. So we're gonna finish building the mounting system and get the mounts made for this. Then we can get that rack mounted. So we're just gonna take some of this here, paper, and I'm gonna make some templates that I'm gonna cut out of steel, and we'll get this thing mounted up. So I'm just going to get a rough estimate off the corner. I'm going to go 4.5 inches, approximately 4.5 inches. I'm going to go 4 inches up. I'm going to go 4 inches, or not quite 4 inches there. So basically that's what I need to mount the rack on. This is just a template so I can put on my steel. Alright, so we got our pieces cut out. So now we'll just transfer them onto steel. I got this piece of channel that's just a piece of scrap, so I'm just going to mark on this. It's 1/4 inch. This is a soapstone. You use it to mark steel when you're going to use a torch or whatever, and it doesn't go away like a Sharpie would burn away. This line stays there so you can see it while you're cutting with a torch. So we got our cardboard templates transferred onto the piece of steel, which is 1/4 inch. So we're just going to torch them out. Okay, hold on. Gonna spark at you, babe. So here's the plates we cut out of 1/4 inch steel. These are going to be for the manual rack to mount to, so we'll drill a hole and bolt the rack to these, and this is the mount that's going to weld to the frame. So we'll put these where they belong and then tack them up, and we can mock everything up, get the holes drilled before we final weld everything. So. Okay, now we got these mounts tacked up. We can put this underneath and get the rack where we want it, get these drilled, and then once we got this drilled and everything the way we want it, then we'll final weld everything. All right, what do you want me to do? Yeah, music off. Oh, shit, Des, you know what you're doing?
Go ahead and tell me what's happening.
There's no burr on there, right?
What the hell?
There ain't no burr on there.
Where's the other one?
Frank, suck in a little bit.
Last time we were here, we made the rack and pinion steering mounts. So the rack mounts there. We made the double D steering shafts, put a heim joint here to catch because we got too many U-joints in there. So got that all fabbed up and ready. So now we're going to move on to doing a little bit of body and paint while we're waiting on some other parts. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of body and paint on this car. It needs a little repair. It was probably painted about 20 or 25 years ago. So it's got some delamination problems in certain areas, but this is the worst of it here in here. So we're gonna strip it down, repair it, get it etch primed and do the body work and get it primed up and get it repainted. It's gonna be loud, it's gonna be noisy, yeah? That's okay? So we're grinding on this thing, and it is a 100-year-old car. It's got about 100 years worth of Bondo on it. About probably over 3/8 of an inch thick. So it's going to take some work to get this baby straight.
Don't film me talking to him. He's gonna yell at me.
I need this with the back for grinding pads, but I don't know where it's at. Can you help me out? Mi amigo?
Can't we talk a mess on camera?
So we started out with a grinder with some 36 grit on it, and it's having a hard time getting through all these layers of paint and then down to the Bondo. So I'm going to try a wire wheel on the grinder and see if that'll cut it faster without creating so much heat on the metal. So here it is. We got 30 years of Bondo off this deck lid, and I won. That was fun. If you've never tried that, you need to try it, for sure.
Hey, can you get this wet?
You gonna give me a bath? Yeah. Sponge bath?
Close your eyes.
Everybody put their hands on it at once.
I was thinking we'd just roll a new deck lid, but I think that we can pound this around and straighten it out and put just a skim over it, and it'll be good. Look at here, instead of working the edge and working that up, they just filled it with 3/8 of an inch of mud.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
I think we just pounded it around and straightened it out.
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right. I'm afraid to grind this piece.
It's it's lighter.
You betcha it's lighter.
It is.
You see how much stuff came off of there? What's gonna happen if I grind this?
Oh, it's gonna be the same.
That's full of mud right there.
These are garbage.
Yeah, that's close. So we got the deck lid stripped of 1/2 inch or 5 inches of Bondo. And this deck lid isn't that horrible to where it needed that much Bondo. I think we'll just, I'll do some hammer and dollying on it and get it straightened out. And then just skim it where it needs. And get it primed up and repaint it.
See this?
It's much lighter. It was heavy. How do you suppose they got that whole thing in there?
They riveted that inner structure in. See where they did it?
Oh, they sure did, huh?
They riveted it all together.
Wait a minute, though. What's holding the edge?
Cramp, huh?
Yeah, they didn't.
Somebody's been doing some working on it.
How'd they get this whole piece in there?
Maybe when they had it all apart.
Give me a body hammer. Spot there. So what we're doing is we're hammering and dollying this trunk out to try to get it straightened out most of the way so we can put a light skim coat of Bondo rather than, 3/8 of an inch or whatever they had on there. We're just gonna try to do a lot of the body work to get it smoothed out. So
Where do you want it at?
I need to be right here.
Here?
Yeah, right there. Okay. So we put a block here to push up on this edge, and I'll push down, and then I'll use the hammer to manipulate the metal and make it come back up. So we almost got it. We need just a little bit more here. Pretty close.
This needs to kick back down, huh? Doesn't it?
Not much. I mean, there ain't much to go. It's just this end's been smashed. It kind of seems like this whole thing's been tweaked.
Mm-hmm. They've had the skin off and messing with it, huh?
All right, so I can't get this edge to come up to be level with the outside here, the quarter panel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the skin and I'm gonna raise the skin up, and then I'm gonna weld it back together because I just can't get it to come up, and I don't want to sit and beat on it for 10 years. So we're gonna cheat a little bit. So what I did was I split the outer quarter panel away from the inner quarter panel. So now I can lift this up, and then I'll be able to weld this back together, and it'll lift the trunk lid up so that it'll be flush with the quarter panel. Just a little way of cheating. This is a quarter panel. This is a quarter panel. This is a deck lid. This is a quarter panel.
Yeah, well, you said I split this outer away from the quarter panel and the inner quarter panel.
This is the inner deck lid, the outer deck lid, and the inner deck lid. So I split it away from it so that I can lift it up. And when I lift it up and I tack it back together, then it'll be flush with the top of the quarter panel.
Don't worry, guys. He's good at parties
It's a little bit of cheating going on here, but it'll be all right. Well, I'm not sure. Cut for a minute. So we got it split open, got our deck lid raised up. Now we're just gonna weld it all back together, be able to grind it down.
Where do you want this thing at?
Turn it down, where is it at, 6?
One notch? You want a screwdriver to open it up at all? Or
No, I think ooh, that metal's thin.
Is it?
Okay, so we're working on this 26 Model T. We just finished up the body work on the back end. It was all cracked because it was old paint. So we just finished painting it, and we about ready to give it back. We just got a few more things we got to do. Just put some high solid clear on it. No cut buff necessary. It's ready to go. So that's it. We'll let you know when we're driving it. We lay that clear down like glass, fellas. There ain't no reason to cut buff nothing.